Welcome to episode 4 of the Clueless Duo podcast. We've got the one and only Ashley Wright from Mamma Mia on. So, most important question. What's your Chinese order?
I don't have to think very hard about this. I go for a chicken and black bean with boiled rice. Don't do egg fried rice. The Chinese. I know that's controversial. That's really controversial. And some salt and pepper ribs. And also salt and pepper chips.
Oh, we love salt and pepper chips.
Salt and pepper.
Yes.
That's like really
Salt and
hungry
pepper,
again
salt
now.
and chili. Yeah.
Delicious. Okay, so.
Oh, God.
This could be a long podcast. Yeah, let's go straight into Mamma Mia then.
Okay.
What was like the overall set like when you were filming?
Well, we filmed the majority of it. We were in London. We were at Pinewood Studios. So we were on the 007, the James Bond stage where they filmed all the Bond movies. So anything that you see the interior of, like inside Donna's Taverna or anything like that, that was all shot in London. And then it's only the exterior, like the beach shots and everything, and the church on top of the hill and all of our honey stuff, that was all done in Greece. But yeah, they shipped in like olive trees from Skiathos to London to like make it look like, and all of the like the mosaic and the tiles they sourced in Greece and shipped it over to the UK. So yeah, it was brilliant. You felt like you were walking into Greece when you were just in London, just down the road from my flat at that time, which was really nice.
Because obviously the chapel at the top isn't the actual chapel in the film, because I've gone up there twice. And it's tiny.
Not?
No, it's literally, the three of us it's probably about this big.
Really?
No, we did use that.
Did you actually?
It's tiny. Yeah.
Really?
No. We walked up those stairs and we used the chapel that was on top of that.
It was the real chapel? Yeah. Really? No.
Yeah.
No.
That's what we were inside of.
Really?
Yeah.
No, that can't. All those chairs, no, what? All those chairs did definitely not just put in there.
Harry, I tell you, we filmed it on top of that rock.
Okay, so I'm going to climb up there again this summer. I'm actually going to take a photo.
Didn't you see the I do section? We're literally all like over
Well,
each other.
it's literally tiny in there, isn't it?
It's tiny.
Because, yeah, I've climbed up there twice.
Harry, you're the most dedicated Mamma Mia fan I think I've ever met.
It's just the best island, Skopelos and Skiathos.
Skopelos is the best
So
island.
nice.
I would agree with you. You're correct.
But, yeah. Well, this one's kind of been answered already. What was it like filming on those Greek islands?
Yeah, filming in the Greek, that was amazing. We were there for about a month, maybe 4 or 5 weeks we were there. And yeah, we were all sort of put up in the same hotel. So all of the kind of lead characters were in one hotel and then all the ensemble were in another. But you've been on the island, it's super small. So we all spent a lot of time with each other and the weather was beautiful. And my mum and dad came over for some of the filming. My boyfriend, now husband, he was over as well. So like, yeah, it was just a real family fun feel. Everybody got on so well. But then when we finished filming, none of us could get off the island because of the weather. They cancelled all the ferries, so we were stuck there for like another 3 days, just like camping out.
Free holiday.
Yeah.
That happened to me. I got stuck in Skiathos before.
Did you?
Yeah, we literally got to the airport. It was one of these night flights.
Oh, yeah.
And they just said the plane hadn't left Spain yet. And we were like, well, hang on, it's 3 hours to Spain, 3 hours to Birmingham, 3 hours from Birmingham here. I thought, well, hang on, the runway closes at 11. And I was a bit like, well, it was 9 o'clock now, so I thought, well, I'm not going home tonight.
So what did you do?
Instead, we literally called the hotel owner up and said we're coming back for another night. And we were like, stay an extra night in
I
Greece.
mean, yeah, there's no bad thing about being stuck in Greece.
I was glad I was on the flight there and not stuck in Birmingham Airport.
Well, yeah, that's, I think
Nice.
everybody would wish for it that way around, Harry.
Yeah, Birmingham Airport for an extra day. No thanks.
Who was your favourite cast member to work with?
Oh, the two ladies in that picture,
It's quite
probably.
obvious, yeah.
Rachel and Amanda. Yeah, we all just got along so well. And it's like we were 3 girls at the same age. We're all like 20, 21. Rachel and I's first film, and obviously we only knew Amanda from Mean Girls, and we're a bit obsessed with her anyway. So, it was the loveliest thing. Like when we first got on set, Rachel and I were in a dressing room at Pinewood, and Amanda had her own dressing room, quite right, she was the star of the film. But as soon as we got in there, Amanda asked that the 3 of us move into one big dressing room. She was like, if we're going to be best friends, we can spend tons of time together. So that's what we got, and then we ended up with this sprawling dressing room with like a kitchenette and a big fancy sofa, and it was like, yeah. It was
Living the life.
Living the life, maybe that's it. So yeah, definitely Rachel and Anna. The whole cast were lovely, gorgeous though. Like it was a dream first movie, like first job. It was brilliant.
It's ever been made.
Oh,
And
Harry,
I will
you are
argue
the
that
sweetest.
it's the best one there is.
I've never watched it. I've never watched Mamma Mia.
So I'm going to get a new co-host.
Sorry.
Sacked.
No, I think I watched.
Have you
I
not?
don't
Have you
know.
never watched
I
it?
don't think I've ever watched it, but I feel like people watch it religiously.
Yeah.
And I just don't.
When I watched that many edits of it last night, I could have probably just watched the whole film. Could have been quicker.
You know what, Evie? It's that thing where I like fought against things like Harry Potter. Like when people go on about something a lot, I'm like, I don't need to see it.
Yeah.
I'm a bit biased though. I think you should watch Mamma Mia.
I'll watch it tonight.
I've watched it at least over 100 times. At least. Easily. My nan calls me every time it's on the telly. Even though I didn't have a TV, like I use a projector, so I'm like, my nan's like, oh, Mamma Mia's on. I'm like, oh, is it? So if I go onto Netflix, type it, go, yes.
Oh my God.
What's your favourite line in the show? 'Cause obviously I could quote multiple of them. I've watched that many times. So what's your favourite one?
Favourite line? It's something that I say or any line?
Anything.
I think it's not really the line, it's the way it's delivered. And it's Julie Walters as Rosie when she says, oh, it's very Greek. When she says that line, it makes me laugh every time. But my favourite line is, oh, we know. Like it was in the trailers and everything like that. And that's my line to Meryl Streep. And that was like a pinch me moment. I got to like deliver a line to Meryl Streep. But yeah, it's all Greek. It's all very Greek is a line.
Yeah, what is every Greek though, isn't it? It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
If you can't tell, I've been to skip. Have I been 6 or 7? Oh, I think I've been 6.
You've been on the big Mamma Mia cruises as well,
Yeah.
haven't you?
And I'm going again. I'm definitely going again this year. So
Are you this summer?
Yeah.
I want my husband and I, Paul and I, want to take my kids because they've seen the movie now, so they're like into it and they know I was in it. But I would love to take.
I think it's my
them to
7th time
Greece.
this year.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous.
So like, yeah, I know the island on the back of my hand now.
You probably know it better than me. That's
Yeah, anyone wants any like restaurants to go to, let me know and I can send them a list.
probably all changed though, because you think that's, oh, what is it, 18 years? 18 years since we filmed. That's a long time.
And it's still a hit.
Well, we've got to let the audience decide that.
Talking about obviously how it's been 18 years and it's been how many years since Mum Mid? It's been quite a few since Mum Mid 2 now, hasn't it?
Oh, that, yeah, it would have been 8 years.
So,
Yeah, so they did it 10 years after one another.
does this mean we've got 2 more years to wait?
Well, if you've seen Amanda on any interviews recently, she's just like, yeah. 2027, we'll be filming it. 2028 will come out. I mean, I think they'd be silly not to. I think you need a trilogy.
And surely Sophie's best friends have got to be in it.
Oh, you would hope. I mean, I would hope. Definitely. I don't know, like, what's the story, though? You would have to really think
It'd
of
have to be a brilliant story.
what would you want the story to be, Harry?
That's really on the spot now. I don't know. Obviously, Meryl can't be in it because she's died in it.
Spoiler alert, Evie, you haven't seen number 2
Meryl
either.
Streep dies in number 2. And it really
That's
confused.
the mum, isn't it?
Yeah, I was sitting in the cinema and it was, hang on, she's there, hang on, she's not, hang on, I thought she was dead, what? I was sitting there so confused.
I know.
It was like 8-year-old me going, huh?
It was beautifully done, this sequel, though.
It was.
I love this sequel.
Watching it older, I very much understood it.
Yeah.
Instead of watching it in the cinema, I was sitting there like, what's going on?
Well, yeah, how old were you 8 years ago?
8 years ago. 8.
Yes, you were little.
I was a little bit.
Yeah.
Still went in the cinema though and watched it. It was,
Did you?
Yeah.
I took my son. He would have been a couple of years younger than you. He would have only been 6, and he loved it.
It's brilliant. But no, I don't know. The 3 dads have to be in it.
Yep.
Sky has to be in it. Obviously Sophie's got to be in it.
You've got to be in it.
Well, I know I'll have to make some calls, but yeah, it would be nothing. Like Amanda is well up for it, and I think.
She's, every interview she said, yeah, it's happening.
Yeah, she's. I mean, but I think she laughs about it because she gets asked so many times. Do you know what I mean? It is the film that she gets asked about the most, I think, now. But like Judy Kramer, the producer, I mean, she's an absolute boss lady. So if she wants it to happen, I'm sure it will happen at some
I
point.
hope she wants it to happen.
Yeah.
Because if you'll be filming, summer? I would also be on the island on the summer.
When did we filmed in September? Yeah, September in Greece. That's when we were there.
Oh, that's when I go back. So, you know, if they ever need any extra.
Get a cameo.
There's no any extras, you know. I'd love to just be sitting on a table somewhere, you know. They could have the actual wedding.
What with?
The wedding of Sky and Sophie.
Oh yes, because that's not happening.
It's not actually
You're
happening.
absolutely
So
right.
yeah, there's another
Yeah.
spoiler alert. They get married, but then they don't get married.
Oh,
So-
so he proposes, but
No, they literally go to the wedding.
This
She walk-
podcast, everyone, is just the story of Mamma Mia.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all we're doing.
So they walk. You know the chapel.
Yeah.
They walk up the chapel, a lot of stairs, and they like walk down the aisle. They're back to the vows, and Sophie says she doesn't want to get married.
oh, I should
Dun,
probably
dun,
have probably
dun.
watched it.
I won't tell you what
before.
happens next. But there's a big song and dance, and someone does get married.
Oh, I need to watch it. I
Yeah,
do
you do.
need to watch it.
Do a movie, a story for the
Yeah.
ages, Evie.
I'll do it tonight.
And then obviously, how did you get into acting?
I was 15. I went to Italia Conti. So I come from a really small island on the west coast of Scotland called the Isle of Bute, which is beautiful, and my family still live there, but there wasn't much in the way of performing. Like I had brilliant school shows, like my music teachers and our directors at school were brilliant. And I went to dance school, and then I was kind of travelling off the island to do acting classes, dance classes, singing classes. And then, my dance teacher there was like, I think you should just get yourself to London and like get in a theatre school. So I went and I auditioned for Italia Conti, and I got in, luckily. So I moved to London then. And spent years in London studying, got my degree, and then just started working from there from like the age of 19. It was just sort of a jobbing actor in London.
Did you get an agent for your work?
I did, like from Italia Conti are very good. We had a big agency showcase at the Soho Theatre, and I did get an agent from there who got me a couple of really good starter jobs. So a lot of them were non-profit, so you don't get paid fully, but if the show makes money, you get sort of divvied up the money at the end. So that was, my first job was, I played Lucille Frank in Parade, and that was taken up to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, and we kind of did the UK premiere, because it hadn't been done in the UK, and I was with a kind of smaller agent, and then when I was performing there, I mean, this was in the early 2000s, so it was before everybody had social media and tags and things like that you could get in contact with people. So after one show, I went backstage, and on the little cork notice board was a card, and it was from my agent at Curtis Brown, and she was just saying, really liked your performance, give me a call if you're looking to change representation. So that's how that all kicked off, and from there started getting kind of bigger auditions, ended up on a UK national tour of Anything Goes, a couple of other like little TV bits. I did a couple of things for CBeebies and CITV, MI High. I don't know if you guys used to watch that when we were kids, but I was on that. And then this audition for Mamma Mia came up. And that was kind of the start. I think Chicago had been made, Rob Marshall had made Chicago, but like movie musicals weren't back the way they are now. Like you guys have grown up with musicals being really mainstream, and it really was not at all. Like it wasn't a thing to be a triple threat. Like you were either a musical theatre performer or you were an actor and you were doing movies and television. So it was like this was 2007 we started auditioning. So that was like the start of the big resurgence of movie musicals, which has been amazing, I think. So that's what I grew up watching. And then, that was it. That's how I got into acting, got into the business.
Oh, we can miss this question. Already answered. So did you get it with your agent then?
Yeah, so that came through. So again, it was you get an email and then you physically print out all of your details, because it was even before like GPS maps on your phone. So you would sort of get all the details in written form and then go off with your London A to Z and go walking around the city to your auditions. And I remember there was like a globe, or the Universal Globe was at the top of this printout, and it just said Mamma Mia starring Meryl Streep. Like Meryl had already signed up for it. And it was like, you just think, like, how am I ever even going to get close? But how great that I've got in the room. And like every girl that went for it went for Sophie first. So you had to sing I Have a Dream, and you had to do some of the scenes with the cast and director, Priscilla. And then what happened? Yeah, they started calling loads of people back for Ali and Sophie, Ali and Lisa. And it was just tons of a big dance call, a couple of screen tests, and then Rachel and I noticed we kept getting paired apart because I don't know if you noticed in the film, Rachel's 6 foot and I'm 5'11". We were both very tall girls, and Amanda hadn't been cast at this point. So Rachel and I kept getting paired with other sort of shorter female actors. It was as if they wanted this sort of look and height. So Rachel and I were never really paired together in the auditions. And then this one last day we got paired together. And then I actually got a call saying I didn't get it. And I was down, we knew that we were down to the final 3. There was Rachel, I, and one other girl. And I went to work because I was like, had a little job trying to just, while I was auditioning. And yeah, my agent called me and was like, Ashley, you were so close. And it just didn't work out this time. And I remember it was like, oh God, I was inconsolable. I was like inconsolable. And that afternoon, this is like a movie. I got in a bus because I had an audition at Pinewood Studios. So I'd just been told I hadn't got it, but I knew the film was going to be filming at Pinewood, and I had to drive in and walk into Pinewood and just be so sad that I'm not going to get to do this. And then the next day I was back at my job and I got a call and they were like, it's not worked out with the other actor. They've come back to you and they'd like you to take it. So it almost meant more to me, like getting the opportunity, because I was so close, got it taken away, and then it all worked out. So yeah, it was a good lesson for me just about getting back on the horse and being like, right, I'll just go to my next auditions. And
They've got my favourite dream call, someone calling me up saying I've got a job in Mamma Mia.
I know, God.
Yeah.
It's great.
And do you have any advice for like young actors?
I guess going off of that story that I just told, it's just about not taking anything too personally. There's only so much you can do in a room. You can come in prepared, you can be on time, absolutely try your best at everything, but sometimes it's just your face doesn't fit, or the directors are looking for something completely different. And as long as you know you've done your absolute best, you should never really take the time and fill up your head space with what could I have done, because you just have to move on to the next job, because like, as cliche as it sounds, that next role is maybe just there and you just don't know it yet. So it's, yeah, just keep on keeping on. I know that all sounds very, very cliched, but you just need to keep trying, because you will get knocks and you will not get parts a lot of the time. But when you do get it, you just grab onto it and just really, really enjoy yourself and work hard. Work hard and be on time.
Yeah, my sister, a few months ago, she had an audition for like a Disneyland Paris audition.
Oh yeah.
And she got to the very last round. Like, she tried on the dress, she tried on the wig, and they were like, sorry, your face just doesn't fit the costume that we made. And it was really sad for her, because it was like her first audition she'd gone to. And she got to the very last. And then it was that. Like,
but that's just something she cannot change. It's like Disney have a really strict, I think for the characters, a really strict height policy and things like that. Like, what are you going to do? Chop off the feet to make you fit? Like, you can't. So you literally, she got that far. She needs to think she's doing a really great job in the audition room. She's obviously coming across really, really well.
Yeah.
So just keep on, and something else will be coming up.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now what I think I'll do brilliant at. Evie, you're going to do awful at this.
Oh, I'm going to do so bad.
Oh yeah, okay, you did.
Okay,
tell me about this.
All right, so first, I'll explain the rules.
Okay.
So Maggie is going to say some quotes, and we first one to press the buzzer and say the whole quote right wins the point.
Oh God, I'm going to really embarrass myself. Can we just a caveat that this was 17 years ago, 18 years ago.
For one night and one night only.
Donna and the Dynamos.
What?
Oh yeah.
It's not working.
He always blames his tools.
No, it was, no. Last episode, it was not working, was it?
I grew up.
It's time to grow back down again.
Screw them.
It's your technique, Harry.
I know the end of it. You missed a part.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Screw them if they can't take a joke.
Oh, I can't get this. Yes.
One thing led to another.
And dot.
This is rigged. This is rigged.
It's your game.
July 17th.
Oh,
What a
I
nice.
know that one.
Do you need more?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're getting very competitive, Maggie.
Oh yeah. Harry, haven't given me that many. Okay. You have waited 20 years for your dad.
And freak at once.
3 come along at once, I think it is, isn't it? Getting very competitive.
We'll have to call Julie and ask her.
Oh.
It better be.
Oh, wait, Dale, that's mine.
That's a Julia.
Oh, is that it?
Yay!
Okay, so I think
Who won? I clearly lost.
I hate one on that
I
one.
think I won that one.
I think so. Next time I'm having the orange buzzer because this one just doesn't want
Oh,
to.
okay.
Okay.
Change the batteries in a minute.
Yeah.
Can I ask a few questions about Mamma Mia?
Yeah, of course.
So, was there any particular scene that was challenging or like memorable to work on?
Do you know what? You know what was really challenging? See, there was a scene where, and I guess this just comes from inexperience of being on movie sets. Like Rachel and I came from very much a musical theatre background. Rachel had just been playing Ula and the Producers in the West End, and I'd come off the Anything Goes tour, and we didn't realise that you didn't film in sequence. So we didn't realise that one day you'd walk in and you were doing the end of the movie, as opposed to the next day you'd be doing, you know, arriving at Villadonna. But it was just what set you were on at any given time, and what they had scheduled for that day. So when we got out to, well, we filmed this in London at Pinewood, and it is the scene where they cut from the 3 of us girls to the 3 dynamos, and it's Christine Baranski and Rachel are lying in the bed, and Julie Walters and I are trying to plan what we'll do with the dads. Do you remember this bit,
Yeah.
Harry? And it's sort of cut from Julie saying, this is what we'll do, and then cut to me going, this is what we'll do. But I remember just thinking, I wasn't sure how to deliver it. I wasn't quite getting what the stakes were, or how bossy I should be. And then when I saw the final edit, I was like, oh, do you know what I wish? I wish I'd had maybe the opportunity to see how Julie was doing it, so that I could maybe take on a few of her mannerisms or whatever. But there's just things you don't know to ask, I think, when you're young and a bit inexperienced. And I think it came across okay because the editing was funny and it worked. But I remember just thinking in the back of my head, I was quite paranoid with, I don't know what Phillida's looking for here. I don't know if I'm really getting the gag. But then when it was edited, I was like, oh, I get it. It was supposed to look like the 3 of us were very much a carbon copy of the 3 of them. So yeah, that was kind of, I felt that that was the hardest scene to film.
Do you have any like behind the scenes stories, like anything that went wrong?
The thing is now with TikTok and stuff, there's loads of things out there, and I think on the DVD, like there's a lot of actual backstage stuff of us. I think there's that, I get asked by my students here all the time, oh miss, was it like just a big party in Greece? And it kind of was like that. The most fun was probably the rap party. The rap party, we all had this party, a sort of big restaurant, family-run restaurant, and it was like a dream. Like you couldn't even make it up. Like Benny Anderson from ABBA was on the piano and he's playing all these hits, and Meryl starts singing and Pierce starts singing and Amanda's up and we're all singing. My mum and dad were there and just thought it was that, like, they dine off these stories, bearing in mind like I've lived off Mamma Mia stories for the last nearly 20 years, which I love. Like, I love that they do that. But yeah, it was just a lot of fun. It didn't feel like a job.
Yeah. Big free holiday.
Could you imagine though if you worked in that restaurant and you know the whole of Mamma Mia cast walked in?
Well, I don't know what. Well, they didn't know we were the Mamma Mia cast then. Remember?
Did they?
I mean, they
Oh,
would
no,
obviously know who Meryl Streep and Pierce Brosnan, Colin Firth and Julie Walters and Christy. Like they would know them. But like for me, Amanda, Dominic and Rachel, we were just like, man, no one knows who we are. Let's go. But yeah, it wasn't Mamma Mia, remember? Like we were going everywhere and the movie hadn't been made.
Nobody knew.
But from what I hear, you would probably know this most, but is it not like, don't they have pictures of us like round places and
Like everywhere.
Yeah.
It's physically, so you like, if you can imagine it, there's loads of shops and stuff, and then there's just a big, massive like, loads of boats and stuff, and there must be at least over 5 Mamma Mia boat trips, different ones, and they've all got Pierce Brosnan's face on it. Every single one has got his face. I went on one
don't know
last
if it would
year.
feel the same, because it was such an intimate, tiny little island, and it was hardly any tourists were there. And now it must be, I don't know how I feel
The
about
town is, what for Skiathos is very much busier than Skopelos. Skopelos
Right, still.
town
Okay, well that
is
makes me
much
feel
quieter
okay.
and it's much quieter until I got there.
Well,
And
there
then
you
it was
go.
quite
Harry.
loud. But yeah, it was like, I went on it said Pierce Brosnan has been on this and a photo of him on the boat. I've still got that somewhere. I've got it like, I was like, I've been on the same boat as Pierce Brosnan, and I was like...
But do you know that that's true? They could say anything.
Well, the photo looks real, but...
Okay, fine. I'll give them that.
So if you could ask him for me, you know, just, did you go on this boat?
That's
And then there's
so
others,
funny.
and it just like blasts music, like Mamma Mia music only going round.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's really
going
something.
up to the chapel. Oof. So I think it's like,
Did
what?
that whole walk.
Well, yeah.
You think we had to do that multiple times, because not only were they trying to film us as we were walking up, but then we had this big aerial shot, so the helicopter came round as Meryl and Pierce were doing The Winner Takes It All, and they wanted the shot of us all walking up the stairs while they were down there, and you just, you know, have the AP like shouting out the megaphone, right, stop, go back to places, and we'd walk back down to turn around and do it all again.
Well, I made,
Can't really complain.
I think it was the first time I made the rookie decision. I think it was, but it must be about 28 degrees, and I think it's a black handrail, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I thought, put my hand on it, I thought,
Roasting to get burnt.
Yeah.
My gosh, I actually lost a ring, so continuity in films, obviously you need the same jewellery on, and I was wearing a ring on this finger, and while we were going halfway up that rock, they were like, just wave to the bottom, and we all turned around. This ring just went, woo! So then for a bunch of that shot, I had to hide this hand, because until they could find me a replacement.
Did they find the ring?
Harry, you've seen that rock face.
I'll have a look in the summer.
Harry will be rummaging through.
I'll be like, there's a ring here
It's a
somewhere.
ring, it must be hers.
If you could play any character, who would it be in Mamma Mia?
Any other character? Oh, I think it's got to be Tanya, right? I think Tanya's the most fun.
Who's that?
Christy Moransky plays Tanya. She just gets fun, and then Does Your Mother Know such a hilarious number. I think, but then you want to sing Winner Takes It All. Just maybe Donna. Oh, there's too many. Or maybe just one of the Greek chorus. Like the Greek chorus are so funny in that film. Tanya, I'll stick with Tanya.
I'm going to pretend I know who that is.
It would have to be Julie Waters though. Like her
Yeah, you
lines.
love Rosie, don't you?
Like,
You're
my mother
picturing
needs a perch.
Yeah, and she gets the big climactic song as well.
Yeah,
She gets to finish off.
I'm still really annoyed that the Spotify, you know, when you're watching the film,
Yeah.
how it's like, she's talking like at the beginning. I know they didn't include that on the Spotify track.
Oh, did they film they actually recorded her singing it all?
Yeah, it wasn't not. I was like, it's the same for Age Lies in the second bit. I can now quote the whole of the beginning before it starts singing, and I'm like, it's not the same. It's really,
Oh my
yeah.
God, Harry, you're funny.
yeah. It's like I was like, if that for number 3, can you request that it's the same, please?
Oh yeah, they'll listen to me for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, if they're just watching the podcast, like, can it just be the same, please?
What's your favourite song out of the whole film? Like the ABBA songs?
Oh my gosh. Slipping Through My Fingers in the first movie, and I remember it was before the premiere, and I invited my mum to the cast and crew screening, so it was the first one. So it was the first time we had seen it, and I remember walking in with my mum, and like, you know what it's like when my mum used to drive me to every dance class. She used to pay for all my singing lessons, everything. They sacrificed a lot to get me to London, and like remortgaged a house and then sold the house. Like, there's a lot my parents did for me, and I remember just sitting with my mum, and that scene started with Amanda and Meryl, and my mum just put her hand on mine. And I was just like, because obviously we hadn't seen any of the filming to that. That was on days that we weren't called or we were off doing something else. I remember just being like, I guess we didn't know what Mamma Mia was going to be. I knew I loved ABBA. I knew I loved the musical. I knew it was going to be fun, and there's some amazing actors in it. I don't think I thought it was going to get me like in the feels. Like, me and my mum just cried our little hearts out in Leicester Square at the cinema. So probably that one. But I do love, what's the song called in the second film when Sophie is at the christening and Meryl sings it.
Oh, I
can't
know.
remember.
When all is
No, that's in the first movie.
I know the one you're on about.
So do I don't remember what it's called.
You're going to have to put that at the end of the podcast, but that is such a touching moment. Again, it's what the franchise does so well, that it makes you laugh and then absolutely gets you and makes you cry.
It's the one where it's it starts with, obviously, she's announced that she's going to be that Cher's going to be a great grandmother.
Yep.
And then it's obviously, who is it? The two, I've got their names.
Rosie and Tanya.
Rosie and Tanya, and then Sophie, and then it goes into the what's it called?
Goes into the christening at the
what's
church.
song called?
I can't remember, Harry. That's why I'm asking you. I wasn't in that film.
That's going to annoy me.
That's going to annoy me
what
now.
it is as well.
It's going to annoy
Shall
me
I
too.
TikTok
I shouldn't have
it?
brought it up.
Hang on.
But
Search it. What is it?
we're going to find it and we're going to
Is it
edit
on-
this together.
It's like on the last. It's on the Spotify on the last one.
Ellie's rumbling.
It's going to really annoy me. I'm normally quite good at remembering songs and titles.
My Love, My Life.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Is it that one? It is,
My
isn't it?
love, my life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah, that was a beautiful moment, but both of them do very similar things to the audience. And I just think it's beautiful the way they can actually make you cry with laughter and then sucker punch you. I think that's really, really clever.
Thank you for watching episode 4 of the Clueless Duo podcast with Ashley from Mamma Mia. I'm going to go watch the film tonight, so make sure you all do as well if you haven't watched it. I think everyone apart from me hasn't watched it. So yeah, thank you for watching.